Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Andrea and today I am sharing 2 Dollar Tree boho wreaths. So let's get started. This DIY boho macrame wall hanging is made with supplies from Dollar Tree. I'm using one of the metal wreath forms from Dollar Tree and I'm separating the rings using wire cutters. I'm using the smallest ring for this DIY and spray painting it rose gold with spray paint from Michaels. I'm using this cotton twine from Dollar Tree to make the macrame section of this wreath. I cut 34 strands of twine that were 40 inches long each. I'm folding a piece of the string in half, then placing it underneath the wire wreath with the folded part toward me. Then I'm taking the ends of the string and putting them over the wire through the loop and pulling tight. This is called a lark's knot. I'm continuing to do this knot with all the strands of twine all along the bottom of the wreath. Now that all the lark's knots are complete, I'm making square knots, which use 4 strands each. I'm taking strand number 1 and putting it over strands 2 and 3 and under strand 4, making an L shape. Then I'm taking strand 4 and putting it under strands 2 and 3 and under strand 1, pulling it up through the loop. Pull on strands 1 and 4 on either side to tighten the knot. Then take strand 4 on the right and fold it over strands 2 and 3 and under strand 1. Then take strand 1 and put it under strands 2 and 3 and under strand 4, pulling it up through the loop. Now pull on the 2 strands on either side to tighten, and that is 1 square knot complete. Continue these steps for all the strands until you have square knots all across your whole wreath. Once this row of square knots is complete, I'm going to make another row, but this time I'm only going to put the knots part way up. Again, fold strand 1 over strands 2 and 3 and under strand 4. Tuck strand 4 under strands 2 and 3 and under strand 1, pulling up through the loop. This time, when tightening, don't tighten the knot all the way up to the top. I stopped mine a couple inches down from the previous square knot. Then take strand 4 and fold it over strands 2 and 3 and under strand 1. Take strand 1 and tuck it under strands 2 and 3 and under strand 4, pulling up through the loop. Tighten the strands, pulling up to the first part of the knot. And repeat these steps all along the rest of the strands. For the last row, we're going to be making more square knots, but this time we'll be skipping a couple of strands. Push the first 2 strands off to the side because for this square knot, we're going to be starting with the 3rd strand. Now that those strands are out of the way, we're just going to be repeating all the same steps as before. Again, I'll be tying these square knots so they don't go all the way up to the previous knots, but so they're a couple inches down. And once you've tied all the square knots all the way across, you should have 2 strands on either side that are not part of the knots. Now that all the knots are done, I'm untangling all the strands and making sure they're laying flat so I can trim them. I'm cutting the strands into a slight V shape at the bottom. I got these flowers from Dollarama and I'm cutting them with wire cutters, then using floral wire to attach them to the wreath. You could arrange the flowers any way you want, whether it's all around the whole circle, on the bottom, or on the sides. I'm focusing the flowers just on the left side of the wreath. Here is the finished BOHO Macrame Dollar Tree wall hanging. This could easily fit with any season depending on which flowers you choose. Today's video is part of Wreath Wednesday, which is a weekly series hosted by my friend Nadia from DIY with Nadia here on YouTube. She makes beautiful wreaths every Wednesday along with other amazing DIYs throughout the week. The link to her channel will be in the description box below, so be sure to check it out and subscribe to her channel. Barbara from Country Lily DIY Decor is also part of this week's Wreath Wednesday with Nadia and I. So click the link in my description box to head over to her channel and see what she came up with for Wreath Wednesday. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. I do lots of Dollar Tree and budget-friendly DIYs. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos. Now let's get on to the next Dollar Tree wreath DIY. This floral wreath is made using just a hula hoop from Dollar Tree, spray paint, and some fake flowers. I got the smaller hula hoop from Dollar Tree and I'm separating it and dumping out all the little beads inside because I don't want those rattling around. I had started spray painting the hula hoop before realizing I hadn't taken off the outer sticker yet, so I'm peeling that off now, then spray painting the hula hoop gold. I'm using floral wire to attach these flowers and leaves to the hula hoop. You could cover the entire thing in flowers. That would look really pretty. I decided I'm only going to have flowers on the left side of the hoop because I like that look. I chose soft, pretty boho colored flowers, but you could change it up depending on the season or your style. This type of wreath is so customizable and so easy, which I love. I'm using some jute cord to attach the hula hoop to my wreath hanger. Since the flowers are all on one side, it really wanted to fall, so the flowers were on the bottom. To keep it in place how I wanted it, I found it easier to just tie the wreath to the hanger. If you have any tips on another way to get it to stay in place, let me know. Here is the finished Dollar Tree hula hoop wreath. This is such a statement piece, and I think it looks so pretty. I love how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And click the links in my description box to check out Nadia and Barbara's videos for Wreath Wednesday. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.